Hello and welcome to this video demonstration of the latest BIMREVIEW export tool for Advanced Steel 2019 and 2020. In this video, we're going to look at the export functionality from Advanced Steel and an import into Strumis, where we'll use the contract BIMREVIEW to see the status of the parts within production. So the first thing we need to do is identify where to get the plugin from. So that can be obtained by either going to the BIMREVIEW website, looking under downloads, and then if you find the plugins heading and come down to the bottom, you'll find Advanced Steel, and there is a 64-bit download for both 2020 and 2019 Advanced Steel. You can also go to the Autodesk App Store, and if you search for BIMREVIEW, you should find the latest import-export tool available there as well. So you simply download it and install it like you would any other application, and once you've done that, you'll find a BIMREVIEW heading in your Advanced Steel. Now inside that heading, there are three distinct tools. There's Export All, which is what we're going to be using, and we'll take everything that's in that model and export it to the BSWX. Export Selected, which would allow me to use my selection tools and just grab portions of the model to export. And then there's the import tool, whereby we might have already exported a model of this. We can then in BIMREVIEW define user-defined attributes for certain parts, import that model back into Advanced Steel, and then if we were to utilize the Advanced Properties tab, we can then go to User Attributes, and that would fill in the fields within here. So we're going to use Export All, so I'm going to click on that here. And you can see at the bottom of the screen that it is starting to do the export for me. Okay, now that that first portion of the export's complete, it now gives me the option to export absolutely everything, or I could exclude bolts at this point. Now I'm going to bring those in with my model, so I'm going to keep those active. I'm not going to select that, so I'm going to hit OK. And now I'm going to specify a saved name, so I'm going to say this is a twin staircase with bolts, and I'm going to save it in the latest version of a BSWX file 8.3, as I'm using the latest version of Strumis. I'm going to save that, and that should be my export completed now. So next thing I need to do is go into Strumis, and we're going to go to Wizards, Import Detailed Listing, and I'm going to import this model against the existing contract I have in place here. So you can see it's automatically picked that for me. I'm going to choose my latest interface, my Advanced Steel 2019-2020 interface, and I'm going to go off and pick my file. There's my twin staircase file. From there, I'm going to go next and bring the file into the wizard. And as you can see, everything is a valid mark item thanks to persist cross-references. My database already recognizes these items. Only thing I need to do here is update the phase and revalidate. So now I can continue my import. Let's go next. I'm going to auto-release my lots to speed up my route to production. And I'm also going to leave my link to doc management enabled so that I can bring in the BSWX file for the contract BIMREVIEW. So I'm going to go next. And you can see there's my BSWX file. I'm going to bring that in to doc management, as I have my contract selected to use document management for its contract BIMREVIEW path. So we can also see that our detailed listing has now been created from our import, and it's populated it with all the steels from the model. That is including the bolts that we've also brought in, along with all the steels that we require. Now, one of the great things about having the BIMREVIEW model connected in is that I can right-click, go to BIMREVIEW and highlight marks. I can also do this for the mark items, as we'll see in a moment. So there we can see mark B1 visible highlighted, and we can also do this for the mark items as well. Work our way through those and control and rotate around them. All the main functionality of BIMREVIEW is available within inside this view. And the home box here, so we could turn on the grid panels, and see the data against that part. Of course, we can also use the inquire functionality to get similar information out. And of course, we can work our way through the drawings and do the same sort of thing throughout the model. So the next thing I need to do is generate my work orders to issue everything to production. And I'm going to release the marks into production. So I'm going to select everything, right click, go to issue to production selection. I could have selected all in that scenario. So by using the Generate Contract Work Orders wizard, I'm going to be issuing these marks to their relevant processes in production using the rules in my templates. So I can see I've got 109 valid templates. That's perfect. There are 3 missing, but they're the concrete that I intend to remove from the listing later. I'm going to go next and finish. And now that our marks are issued, we should be able to go to production control. And using the mark work order filter, we can see on the left-hand side in the tree our parts in their various processes. So we've got a number in picking, some in glass inspection, some waiting assembly. And not only can we see them within production control, but we can also now use Contract BIM Review to look at the model itself. And if we take a look, we can see there we have the model, and because we're opening Contract BIM Review, we can go to views up here and perhaps look at contract marks by production process. And what that's going to do is color up my model against the processes in the legend and show me whereabouts each of my component parts is within the production processes. So that's going to conclude our little demonstrational video. Thank you for watching.